Feels good to be out of that final boss fight. Hello guys, what is up? I am LeapNF121 and welcome to episode 29, the first bonus episode of my Let's Play of Bomberman Jetters, the legendary Bomberman for the Nintendo Game Boy Advance. In the last 4 episodes, I showcased Battle Mode, and in the last story episode, I showcased the final boss of the game, with a very intricate ending to say the least. In this episode, and the next episode actually, there's only two things left I want to showcase, and that is the indexes. Today's episode will be looking at all 32 Charabom indexes, and as I learn more about these Charaboms, let alone what they mean, well, basically what their origins. Sorry, excuse me. I will also be showcasing one last thing in Planet Seka that I did blatantly avoid for a good reason. So, if you guys are hyped for another video on this channel, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe our content if you're new. I am nearing the end of this Let's Play and I have lots more stuff to come for the year. And of course, ring that bell to notify any top below on the channel. Last episode on the card, top right. Anyways, I'm gonna go to a more, well, serene location to actually showcase all these Charaboms, because honestly, let's be honest, it's kind of weird if I am in a very ominous place showcasing Charabom, right? Plus, I don't think Bagura or Mujo will be happy with me doing that. So, I'm gonna go to Planet Bomb instead to showcase all 32 Charabom. So let's go. Now here's the thing. I did not translate all these words ahead of time, so this is all gonna be blind. This is gonna be me seeing these for the first time. And this is actually exciting for me because honestly for me, I've been very curious to see what the different names of the Charabom are. Let's see here. Return using the B button, A to view. So our first Charabom is, of course, Pomo, if I'm not mistaken, Pomu. Checked while still in the area, you can warp to warp points. In the dungeons warp to Iraguchi. Iraguchi, I assume, means the entrance, the start of the dungeon. Interesting. What's the evolution called? Apparently it says on my end, Fly Bomb, which I'm gonna say like Fly Pomo, since I can see that the Pomu kanji has been kept. Let's see here. Checked while still in the area. I checked while still in that area. Can warp to warp points. And then just warp to Iraguchi. I know it's very similar. Oh yeah, you know what? Look at this. It's very similar text. In fact, oh yeah, all 4 entries are all the same. Interesting. But the names are different. What's this? Wing Bomber. Interesting. And the last one, Angel Pomu. So we go from regular Pomu, hang on. We go from regular Pomu to Bomb Pomu to Wing Pomu to Angel Pomu. I mean, to be fair, I quite appreciate the fact they say Angel Pomu, noticing the aesthetics on the Charabom. That's quite cool. Alright, how about this? We have Spike. Protect yourself by shielding from, protect yourself with a shield. Blocks the flying Tama, I assume that means a projectile, from the front. You can peel. You can't do anything while shoot it. Can't do anything while shoot it, that means you can't move. The evolution of Spike, single Spike. Protect yourself with a shield. Blocks Kokino Tamas flying from the front. I assume it's more projectiles. While holding the shield, you can walk slowly. We have the next evolution, which is Twin Spike. Protect yourself with a shield. Blocks the flying trick shots from the front. Protect the shield. I uploaded a little. While walking with a shield, the speed I uploaded a little. While walking with a shield, the speed I uploaded a little. Okay, that's a little bit broken, but I assume that means while equipped with the shield, you can move somewhat, like, decently. And then the last one is Triple Spike. Yeah, Triple Spike. Cover your head with its body completely. Let's see here. Cover your... Oh, hang on. The thing broke. Cover your head completely. Blocks all projectiles from all weapons. You can walk around with the spike on. Well, that's true since we can walk freely anywhere we want with this Charabom equipped. Now we have LF. You can move by pushing a special block. You can use the power even if you don't set it. The speed of pushing the block is slow. Alefa. The speed at which you push a block is upgraded a little. Next one is Elephant. I assume it's the exact same Charabom who's the mother back in episode 3. Because I did notice that, well, they're basically the same evolution line, so to speak. So, back in episode 4, I would say, when we met Elephant, it was basically a 3-star Charabom that we were meeting. So that's quite interesting. The speed at which you push the block has been considerably improved. Quite nice. And the last one, Big Elephant. Let's see here. You can push the block at any speed. Like it says, any speed. Even though clear... Well, actually, that's kind of true. If you did not pick up the speed up shoes back in Dungeon 1 or 3, that would actually mean that you would move at the maximum speed if you have those equipped, basically. That's kind of interesting. Alright, we have Pan here. I believe that's Pan. Yeah, this should be Pan. While pressing the B button, you can dash with the Charabom. I'm still a child, so my speed is slow. I like how even the book is trying to be first person. That's quite funny. Panther. Dash while pressing B, dash with the Charabom. The dash speed has been upgraded a little. What's this next one called? Panther Fang. The dash speed has been considerably improved. Do you know that, as Ibrahim knows, the first 2 lines right there have all remained the same, so it's not like they've changed by any means. And please tell me this cheetah. Rapid Panther. So this is a panther, not a cheetah. You can dash at any speed, I'm gonna say. Okay, weird. The text is saying you can dash at a slow speed, but I assume that means any speed. Weird. Alright, now we have Eel. When you press the B button, you can be turned invisible. What's to say here? You can't see it, but while invisible, traps. When you press the B button, your body becomes nauseous. You can't see it, but you can't see it. While we're arguing, traps and not search from. I'm not kidding, that's exactly what the translation says. Although, I'm gonna say, I think I know what it's trying to say. While pressing the B button, your body becomes invisible. No one... You can see your own character, but others cannot see you. While you're invisible, traps won't be able to search for you, basically. That's, I believe that's what that says. Sea Eel is this next one. You will no longer be searched by traps when you're crawling, when your body's invisible. The time period at which this effect is, the time at which the effect is up has been upgraded a little. So I'm noticing a lot of upgraded a little text right there. Marine Eel. I'm not kidding, that's what it says. The time you're invisible has been considerably improved. And finally, the Great Eel. The time when met has been increased up, or something like that. Side-Eye Maza has been uploaded. I assume the speed has been upgraded to the max or something like that. Now let's take a look at Dora. While sending this Charabom, a drop bomb becomes an impatient bomb. In the middle of the day, will start exploding. I like to say in the middle of the day. I assume that possibly means like in the middle of its... so the time at which it explodes is like in the middle of regular bomb? That's my guess. From Dora to... Doban. While this Charabom sent a drop bomb becomes an impatient bomb. Is it all just the same text? No, it's not. Bomb power has been slightly increased. Although the funny thing is that it's bomb curry. Although, in the Kirby series, the curry does give you power, so probably there is a correlation between the kanji of the word curry and power. Do correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. That's just my educated guess about it. Draco is this Charabom, and there's no text saying about increased power. Even though you can see that the... Oh, actually, hang on. Ooh, okay. Upgraded a little. Upgrade significantly. I noticed that the tree-letter kanji you see on the last row, the third one, the second set of 3 kanji, they've changed between these 2 indexes. So this probably means slightly increased. This one means increased, like very increased, if that makes sense. And then this last one from Draco becomes Dragon. Bomb battery has been reduced. Hang on. Okay, this that last word right there. Hang on. I became small. Lol. I assume this means like increase to the max, I believe. Now for the next few Charabom, I'm not gonna be surprised if the text is about the same because they all have similar functions in which it changes the bomb timing. So right here we have Patira. Oh my goodness, I can't say Tajira. It's Patira. Whoops. While setting this Charabom, the drop bomb becomes a leisurely bomb. Normal 2 times in a day will start exploding. 2 times. So oh wait. So for Dora, I assume that this one is like half the time. For Tajiro, is twice the time. I mean, that's what my guess is in terms of what that means when it says 2 times of the day. That's quite interesting. From Tajira to Patira. Another laser bomb. Power has been increased slightly. This Charabom is called Pterodon. I like that. And sorry, Pterodon, the Terra, is the same wording, the same spelling as a pterodactyl. So P-T-E-R-A-D-O-N. That's quite cool. And again, power increased slightly, significantly. And the last one is called Paragon. So Pterodon to Paragon. And power is at maximum. And of course, we have a last one, which is Papo. While sending this Charabom, a drop bomb becomes a remote control bomb. A bomb with a B button press can explode whenever you want. And again, remote bomb, power is increased slightly. The name is Buck. We go from Pomu to Buck. And this one's called Pox. P-O-X. And the last one is Elex. Oh, Elex is an E-L-E-X. That's actually kind of cool. Now for me, I'll be honest, I quite like the design on the Pomu evolution line. Although I'll say this right now, like, this kind of looks like something from Kirby, which kind of makes sense, considering that, okay, it's not like the same companies, but it's more so under the same management, so that's why it kind of looks like Kirby style. Let's see what else. I mean, this just looks cute. Some of these, like, original, like, sorry, 1-star Charaboms look so adorable. Like, look at this eel. Like, just laying down, like not care about life. It's hilarious. And then look at this puppers. I really love what they did with this, with the Charabom, though. Like, designs-wise, I really love it. It's so cute. Alright. As I said, the last episode, episode 30, will showcase the final index right here. I'll say this right now, expect a layout change for this final episode because I do want to showcase all the software, all 20 past years from 1983 to 2003 of Bomberman in a different way so that you guys can enjoy. With that said, as I mentioned, there's one more thing I want to do, and that is showcase one thing in Planet Seka Seka that I did purposely avoid. So with that, let me head over here, and I want to head over to the TV station. Let me be cheesy and just put this. And you see here we have some flames over here on the right side, well, to an area that looks kind of out of the way. Also, the door right there, by the way, that door is inaccessible. That door is just a placeholder. And right here we have a door. There was someone, one of the signposts back in the Signpost Kingdom, the Signboard Kingdom, that mentioned about an arcade where you can spend money. Well, here it is right here. We have not 5, but 10 different minigames you can play. The gist of it is simple. Pay 10G. If you get a new record, you get yourself 50G back. And you might be wondering what these minigames are. Well, some of these will look very familiar. You remember this minigame? This was the very first minigame we experienced in episode 2, and this is just avoiding all the obstacles. But instead of going to 30 seconds, it's endless. Basically, well, survive as long as you can. Now, what's interesting about this minigame that's changed is that most of the projectiles early on will be early game projectiles. You can see right here, Mostly arrows and balls. And that's it. Oh, I was close. But here's the thing. I also noticed that my speed has also been increased. So in this case, you actually have a much better time avoiding these projectiles. But here's the problem. It gets a lot harder to like avoid all these stuff later on. Now remember, anything that touches you, it makes you dead. So that's why I'm going to try to avoid as much as I can. Let's see if I can go to a minute. Oh. Now the bats, of course, yeah, movement is very unpredictable. So often more than not, you're going to have to make sure you don't, make sure you are paying attention. I'm surprised. Okay, I was about to say, I'm pretty sure there is, these things, the rocks that will break the platform too. So I'm going to be careful of that. Now you saw that with getting hit with any of the enemies will cause you to, well, die. I'm going to showcase what happens when you get hit by a boulder, which is because it's kind of humorous in a way. Unless the game doesn't allow me to. Oh boy. 1 minute 30. Hey, watch this. Literally the rock smashes you and you just move aside. It doesn't make you like go sink down to the water, which I find funny. As you can see, we get 50G from it. And yes, this is actually how you're supposed to, what you can do to grind for money as well. This is your racing game, which we saw back in Planet Toko. This is the slot machine game that we saw back in Planet Seka Seka. Although the funny thing is, there are actually different symbols on this thing. I'm gonna showcase what I mean right now. And also show how broken this game is as well. Because honestly, it's one of those things where it's like very easy to, well, win. If you have good timing, this is a piece of cake. And you can tend to go up to 99, which is the maximum. But as you go on, not only do the robots change, but new symbols appear. That was bad. Nope. Nice. Oh. I am messing up slightly, but not that bad. There we go. Now I should showcase, if I can find it, that is. Nope, not yet. Nope. These symbols. You might not think to yourself, what is that character? That, I believe, is Baguro himself. So, there's a very disturbing picture of Baguro for you guys. And then lastly, we have these robots. Now, here's the interesting thing. I believe the diversity of the robots in this minigame end here. So there's no other robots other than the tree you see there. Because after you pass 3 robots, which I'm going to showcase, you can see that the robot has remained as the guy back in Planet Toko Toko, which I find weird. Also, right here, you might notice that the Bomberman, the Mighty's picture has been removed. Now, the only thing we can use is Papo, and we require 4 hits. And this will last for a bit. Now, as you can showcase the damage output for the rest of the things. So right here, if you actually match this, look how much damage that does. That does 1/3. Matching the robots, do I believe 1/4 of your health. And then matching the symbol does 1/6 of your health. So be careful of that. And honestly, I do want to die because honestly, there's not much to say. As I said before, you can go up to 99 technically, and pretty much max out the counter. But of course, as long as you break your own record, you get 50G. For this minigame, I actually mistaken this minigame. I thought you're supposed to get through here as fast as possible. That's not the case. This is all about surviving as long as possible and how greedy you want to be with avoiding all these projectiles. Like, you can stay here as long as possible, but as soon as you get hit, it's game over. And if you get hit, your score is forfeit. There are 4 different attacks, I believe, that the game can spew out. Regular projectiles there, lightning attack with the yellow panel, and there are 2 more. The green panel, which is the one I hate because these are homing projectiles. And that hit me, great. I got trapped. Don't blame me, please. Let me try again. And there's one more projectile I want to showcase. It is actually blue color, if you're wondering. Oh, speaking of blue color, you might have noticed that my character that I enter is blue. That's because whatever stats you have on Mighty will be transferred over into the game, to the mini game when you enter it. So it's kind of like, oh boy, you know those cartoons where like the character goes into the game itself, quote unquote. It's kind of like that. Now, one thing about the green projectiles, which I can showcase if game allows me to. Ah, there we go. So if the green projectiles hit the wall, they disappear. I'm just hoping that the blue projectile comes just so I can showcase this. Although for some reason, they are a lot rarer than the other projectiles. I say, it's all about greed. How long do you want to stay around here without getting hit? As long as you go to the end, by the way, you will win. Ah, you know what? I'm gonna submit this. 70 seconds. There is one more attack, which is a blue attack, and that produces a 3x3 panel bomb. That will implode for a few seconds. If you hit it even after it implodes, you of course die. And right here is the last minigame. This was the minigame that we played en route to going back to Battleship Armajaw. And that is, well, this. Now, early on, when Birdie was talking about going to Armajaw, he mentioned how, like, if you don't want to care about these symbols here, that's okay. Well, with this minigame, you can't really not care. Because you need to be able to get enough points to, well, break your record. And as long as you hit one obstacle around here, your score is forfeit. So make sure you're able to avoid all the obstacles along the way. Holding back helps a lot too with avoiding all these things. 660. And there we go. So that's all 5 minigames showcased down here. They are all each unlocked as soon as you encounter the minigame for the first time. But you must clear the minigame, that is. So if, for example, back when I did this minigame en route to going to Battleship Armajaw, if I did fail it, it will not be registered onto this arcade. So there we go. Up here, though, is something I would say is the best way to grind for, call it the best way to grind for money. And the reason why I say that is I'm gonna equip a regular bomb here. These are all the boss fights we have encountered along the way. So this first one, I believe, takes us back to the excavation site back in planet Nombiri, and takes on, so you can take on this drill guy. But here's the thing. Because we can explode the bombs whenever we want, this boss fight, and soon enough the rest, are actually going to be very, very quick. Look at that, 19 seconds. And as long as you beat your previous time, you get 50G. Now, here's the thing. Because Pomo, or technically the Charabom I have right now, is, oh boy, what was it? Exa? There we go, Exa. Oh! Oh wait, I know why, because I got hit. Because you can implode the boss whenever I want, these bosses become a lot easier. And so, I've decided to end up the episode easy. I'm just gonna showcase me tearing through these bosses like it's nobody's business. But there's actually a ulterior motive for all this. I'm actually gonna grind for money because this last episode requires you to have enough money to, well, combine stuff. Although I should mention something real quick. I found out apparently that I misspoke of the combiner. That's not called a combiner. It actually has a different name. Ah, thought I could get him. And you'll see later what the name will be called once I get to that. Also, you can see right here that the regular bombs actually do not affect the fireballs. Duh, because it's fire against fire. Why would fire be hurt by fire? So there we go. And the cool thing is they can hear that it actually plays the music too of the area. By the way, also one more thing to notice, your hearts refill straight away. Oh, doggone it. That's what you get. Oh, by the way, the equipment also is carried over. So if you have, like, the lower defense suits, you'll also enter with that, basically. And of course, there's the final boss fight, right here. And you might notice that the arena is also closed off, so there's no, there wasn't any, like, there's no, like, entrance behind us or behind, front of us. And again, these boss fights are cheese right here. Now, throughout the game, I noticed as well that my potion that I used back in episode 24 when I did the boss fight for real is also gone. That's a bit of a warning for you as well, because if you decide to, oh, how to say this? If you do decide to do these boss fights, make sure that you have potions ready if you're just trying to, well, practice these boss fights. Because they will, the inventory is also reflected when you enter the arcade machine as well. Also, how satisfying it is for me to just tear through these boss fights, each in less than a minute. I would say, I dare say this is probably the most cathartic thing you can do if some of these boss fights have given you trouble in the past. Just absolutely wreck them with your newfound powers from the from the Pommel Charabom. Just say. And with that, that's the showcase of all 32 Charabom and all of the arcade games in this game. And as I buy one more potion, because I want to, I'm OCD, I'm gonna say this. Next time, a Bomberman Jetta's Legendary Bomberman, the final episode awaits. I will be showcasing the best way to get all 28 of the software in this game. And of course, looking back at 20 years, or at least the first 20 years, of Bomberman. Thank you guys so much for watching, but remember, the adrenaline rush is real. This is Lee Epineph from 121 signing out, and I'll catch you guys episode 30, the finale, the true finale at that, to my playthrough of Bomberman Jetta's The Legendary Bomberman. Peace!